So, Johann,
yes.
Johann.
Jojo.
Jojo, exactly. We have a fun question for you with your lovely Jojo nickname. So, Johann, welcome to the MotoGP podcast, Last on the Brakes. It's been a little while since we've talked to you. Lots in your life and career has happened, including becoming a Premier Class winner.
Also.
But the very first, easiest question, how are you as we head into the Italian Grand Prix? All going good?
I'm pretty fine, yes, because I'm enjoying the challenge of Honda, knowing that it's going to be tough, not being fighting with the top group and enjoying, have this taste of podium or even top 5, even top 10, but I'm enjoying. So I'm fine and I accept totally what is going on at the moment. That's why I can keep cool.
Well, I was going to say, you seem to be certainly the most vocal at the moment of like, yeah, this is a great challenge. And it's quite interesting because you're also new to the bike. Even when you first got on the bike, you were like, oh, this is okay. But yeah, what is that? Is it just where you are in your career or you or?
Yeah, that's it. When I jump on the bike, I felt that there's something that can work. And then during the winter, I got more positive mind when I got a good rest, feeling, okay, what can I aim for the season, how I want to see the rest of my career. So even if doing great things in a Ducati time, I say, okay, I turn the page, I can write something totally new. And this is helping me to be very positive on what is going on. And yes, this opportunity to win races in the Ducati time, I won one. I got my time and it was good to change the approach, leave something different, but with still the same target of being one of the best riders and stay strong in this category. So a new procedure, but it's coming in the right time because if you are younger, it's hard to understand why you have to ride and not being on the front. I would say 5 years ago, I could not accept it in the KTM time.
This is another question, right? Because you've been in a position that could have become this project in a lot of ways. But you said, I think in the press conference in Le Mans, no, that it was just not quite the right time. You weren't in that kind of mindset. Now it seems completely different, but you must be happy with how it's all turned out now because you, like you say, you've had that time at the front. Now you've got a new project, bringing something back to the front. Obviously Honda, I think they're the most successful manufacturer, so we have faith.
Sure.
But how is it for you? What has changed about you then? Is it just age and experience or is it something else?
I would say age and the way that I want to enjoy. There is no sense to make this job if you do not enjoy because you have to push yourself all the time. So if you have to push yourself but you don't like this feeling, it's better stop. But I see that I like this feeling and I feel deep inside me that I can still grow up personally. So technically, personally, even physically, I can adjust few things to always feel better. So I say, why not look in front of me and push in that direction. So that's why I enjoy now, knowing that I still want to perform in the future. So that's why I'm not hurry anymore to perform because I performed before.
Yeah, you know that you can do that.
But really, I still want it. So that's why in the past, I didn't have enough confirmation of my performance. Even if I got twice world champion in Moto2, it was necessary to confirm more things in MotoGP. That's why in the KTM time, I was not ready to develop and accept to come back on front. I needed to be with the top guys. So that's why I could not really handle the project. And as I say, now I've been performing well enough to say, okay, this is in my pocket. Now I try to build something else.
Well, you've given me a lot of options there for the next question. I think I'll go for, how is the vibe and the mood then with Honda? Because you must be super useful to them, not only because you're fast, you're experienced, but also because you have ridden different machines. You had a taste of Lucio's team before when you replaced Taka for a few races when he'd had surgery, I think. How is it working with them now, and the relationship with you and your experience wanting to give that, and them obviously everyone with the same goal?
The Lucio ambient is pretty good, and I'm happy that I can build something with Lucio and his team. I didn't expect that I would match so quickly with the mechanics, with the technician. So that's an advantage to make a good feeling of working. Then with Honda, and specifically with the Japanese, it's always hard to really have a feeling, or to be sure they can understand well the personal feeling, because they have totally a different education and a way of thinking that sometimes we have to handle well what to say, to be sure we are on the same line. And I know this feeling will grow up with the Japanese engineers. And at the moment, the ambience, when we have to do a debriefing of what we are doing in the race weekend, is not a big pleasure, because we are suffering, not having the right performance, not having results. So it's hard for the Japanese and the engineers to not know what's necessary at the moment. So me, I try to stay positive, telling them that I will give the best comments as possible to take the topic in global, and to help them to have like this global vision, and then be able to work more precise. So I hope this approach is helping them. But clearly, ambient with Lucio, good. The team is working, like bad result or good result, there are always no comments on the work, because they are doing it perfectly. Ambient with the Japanese engineer, it's tough at the moment, because you see that they are suffering about this.
They feel the pain of not being, yeah, I can imagine. So in terms of, there's 4 of you on Hondas, there's 2 different questions here. One is, you must be quite proud of how you've arrived and very quickly been one of the quickest on the bike. Obviously you're working together, but there's also kind of a personal pride, I imagine, to being able to adapt super quick to the bike. And it's been you and Johann quite often near the front of that, dueling it out for the top Honda.
It's a personal target. Want to bring Honda and build a new bike to perform in MotoGP, and in same time that you work for it, the competition, you compare yourself to the guys that have the same bike. So yeah, it's also a target inside the target to be the first Honda rider. Coming from a very nice year in 2023 on the Ducati Pramac, I need to use at the maximum this confidence and this feeling of speed that I got last year, to keep the speed this year, keep the speed as a rider, and then try to bring the bike at the right level. So yeah, it's normal that being the first on the riders is a target inside the target. It's a natural target.
I feel like you would not be MotoGP riders if you didn't also have that target to beat each other.
Yeah, it's personal. We have ego, so we need it.
I guess so, right? But and working with them, how does it work for people who don't know, fans who don't understand maybe the dynamic with, you have a factory, obviously Honda, like you said, you're working directly with a lot of engineers from Honda. But you've got independent team, the LCR team, and then the Repsol Honda factory team. It seems at the moment especially like there's a lot of collaboration. Is everyone sort of working together?
There is a lot of collaboration, because it's what the Japanese were not doing in the past, that they were maybe very focused on the factory team. almost forgetting the satellite team and the European manufacturer show up that count on the satellite team is quite important, and you can, if you give lot of material and the same opportunities on the satellite team than the factory team, even the riders then are pushing more and the level is rising up. So Japanese understood it, and in Honda they are doing it. So it's so good for Lucio to be as a factory team, and as a rider like this, we don't have any technical doubts compared to the factory team, so we can give the right energy on the track, not thinking that is not fair. So having this between riders, then we get stronger.
I think it's interesting how that mentality has changed, and obviously you know that mentality already from last year. Smooth segue too. It was an incredible season last year. Obviously now you're very much LCR, Honda, Castrol branded,
yeah.
So we don't want to force you to mention lots of different factories and experiences, but we need to talk about Phillip Island, because it was, I imagine, a dream come true. We saw the backflip. We've been waiting for the backflip for so long, because you made it such an awesome part of your whole time in Moto2 when you won those 2 titles. Talk to us first about just the feeling of that on that day, and it was a strange day anyway because we had a Grand Prix race on Saturday. How did it literally feel just crossing the line?
A weight getting out of the shoulder, like no weight anymore, because I got this unconscious pressure that everyone was asking. When is the first victory? When is the first victory? And I become to be a bit upset about hearing this. I was getting nervous. So when I could cross the line in first position, I said, that's done. And I slept pretty well that night because...
But what time did you sleep? 7 a.m. or did you keep it calmer?
No, I kept calm. It was theoretically a race on the next day. True. Because we did the long race on Saturday and maybe the sprint on Sunday. So I had to sleep and get ready for Sunday. I didn't party at all. But I mean, it was just like a peaceful moment to release this weight.
And obviously it was an incredible race, aside from just the result and you, and that was such an awesome moment, I think, for a lot of people who've obviously watched you for many seasons. But the championship duel, your teammate versus the reigning champion, then Jorge had made the tyre decision and shot off at the front at the start. You were all catching him. Brad, who had no reason to care about anyone at all except himself. It was quite a stressful race in the best way to watch, but you raced it. There are obviously no team orders. That incredible move, you and then Pecco followed you through. Talk us through that. It must be difficult to balance all the things where Jorge wants to win it because he raced for it. Everyone has their opinion on whether the team should tell a rider this or this. You have Ducati as well. You have your own ambition and your own hard work that you've put into it. What were you thinking there when you made that move up the inside? Did it ever enter your mind to not?
No, I could not think about it because I knew the opportunity I can have, the way I could control the race behind Pecco, controlling my rear tire, because Phillip Island, one of the biggest issues is the rear tire consumption, that at the end of the race you can do a big difference if you have a bit more drive than the others, and that was the situation for me. The way Jorge Martin totally flew away at the beginning of the race till the end, I knew he has another tire than us. He has a soft tire, and the way he could not have any drive at the end of the race. If I do not overtake him in that place, in that moment, take my chance, all the other riders would have overtaken him just on the next 2 sectors. So maybe I would have finished 5th and him 4th. So not this difference. He could not be on the podium because the tire was totally destroyed for him. So that's why I could not think about it, because the way you arrive, you see there is so much difference of speed that you say,
It's crazy,
I have
even
to
that
do
lap, eh?
my own things and count on me. So yeah, what happened in this turn 4, then he has been surprised, he went a bit wide, Pecco was coming inside also, like with a very tight line, that was impressive. And but you could see then on the acceleration of so 4, 5, 6, turn 7, even Di Gianantonio overtook him just on the acceleration. So, and then Binder in the straight of the last corner. So that's why Jorge could not hold the position anymore. That's why I could not think, okay, I can give him a favor, because I would have lost too much in that moment also. So it was necessary to take this moment.
Maybe him too, eh? Because you were getting the 25 points and not his biggest rival.
That's it. Yeah, even maybe in the calculation, not having Pecco winning, it's more difference in points, that maybe Pecco winning and me finishing 5th and Jorge 4th. So yeah, that's true. I didn't count like this, but yeah, the difference in that moment was there is no team strategy at this moment, because it chose this different tire that give the opportunity to all 4 that we were to overtake him.
Yeah, it was like a gamble that didn't pay off by like 5 corners, wasn't it? But
one lap, I would say 1 lap.
1 lap,
yes,
fair enough, fair enough. It was amazing to watch though, that gap coming down at the end. But okay, backflip, you made it your thing. Do you do that a lot anyway? Are you well practiced? Or when it came to that moment, were you like, oh, not done this for a while?
That's exactly this feeling, like, I was even not thinking to do a backflip, because it was a long time ago, and say, but yes, it's a victory. So, and you have so much joy that you say, okay, at least I do, and I will see where I land. And I land on my feet, not perfectly, but good enough to give the show to the crowd.
It was a great show. It was a very fun moment for everyone watching as well, I think. Because I think, yeah, you've built a lot of fans now. In Moto2, you were like almost like the emperor kind of vibe, not the Max Biaggi style, but like you were so successful in Moto2. It seemed unthinkable when you stayed there that anyone would really be able to find anything to beat you. And then in MotoGP, yeah, you've had this super interesting, really successful, but quite different career, from just arriving and then being like straight away, immediate sort of factory team, all of that pressure. You've made your own journey and made your own character, I think. And I think people love that a lot now. Do you feel that? Like,
yeah, I feel a lot of compassion from the crowd. Like, yeah, it seems the way was not that easy. And but having the risk also sometimes to stop the career and then come back, perform, that gave to the crowd this feeling of, yeah, we want to support Johann, because it's not the proper type of kind of career that other riders can have, that they have so much gift from their child, and then they can hold the line in the right team. Is not easy then for them, but because many riders get this situation and cannot reach the top. But me not having this, finally I reached the top too. So it's a way to write a long book, a long story, because many things
one day
to
we
say.
want to read your book, eh?
I will do, but I think I have time. And but yes, maybe the moment where I should have moved to a factory team and keep this victory in mind very quickly. So after the 2 titles in Moto2, I got good performance on the Yamaha bike with Tech 3. And maybe a move to factory Honda was possible, to be next to Marc Marquez. And this maybe would have pushed me to perform even more. And then having a different choices, maybe I've lost some skills that then I build them back. But this really pure natural and confidence, this confidence that I got from the 2 titles, if I have to say, I was surfing on a wave, that maybe I should stay on the wave, having a factory team able to win in 2019. I went to a factory team, but in development with KTM, and that maybe brought me a bit back.
It's interesting how
like
you talk about it.
I didn't continue on the wave.
It's interesting how you talk about it in terms of skill. I feel like a lot of riders would talk about it in terms of, oh, what I could have had, but you're more like what I could have learned. It's an interesting, different approach. It's not really a question. Just
No, but thank you to notice it, because I think it's my way to approach the thing. I'm always wondering what I can do better. That normally as a rider you need to have 100% confidence that you know everything, and then everything has to fit to you to then perform. Me, I always try to adapt to the things.
Well, it's working okay, eh? It's going well. We'll see what the future
That's
holds.
why I still have a big hopes to keep performing.
And how long are we talking? You've got to let me ask the question now. Where do you see your future going from here? Have you got anything in mind specific you want to achieve, or what do you?
To be honest, when I signed with Lucio for the next 2 years, so 24 and 25 season, I've been thinking maybe it's gonna be like I'm writing the beginning of the end, the last 2 years of my career. And now I'm leaving the project with Honda and giving this right energy. I say to myself, I would love to perform enough to see maybe until 27 this new category that I'm sure I can adapt pretty well, also to go back to like a more simple bike and enjoy this moment. So I've been, now that I'm living and I'm learning new things, I'm seeing myself to, okay, I write a new page, but not the beginning of the end. I write really something else. So it will be good to keep pushing. I think as long as you're performing, you can stay. And we are not performing where we want, but if Honda believe in this work I'm doing, I will be so proud to keep pushing with them.
Cool. Well, I mean, that's like the perfect answer. I'm glad I asked now. I didn't want to push.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I was learning in a lot.
But okay, so I warned you before we began. You have some fun questions, and the Estrella Galicia fun facts section always brings up some fun ones, but they're not too bad this week. I think they're more fun for Johann. And we have, I think there's 5 or 6. Yes, so are you feeling prepared for the Estrella Galicia fun facts?
Let's try.
And the magic of television, everyone on audio can't see it. Like I said to you, feel free. Feel free to or not. And I have the questions here. So we have some classic rider ones, and then we have some, well, one fun one that I'll see if you do it. First one, from Matu Ride 222. What is your favorite style of bike to ride in your days off?
Favorite style of bike? I enjoy a lot the Multistrada when I was in time with Ducati.
I was like, oh.
And I did so many kilometers with the Multistrada.
Ah, you did a ride to Le Mans one year, no? Or was it here?
No, it was a ride to Aragon.
Aragon, wow,
but on
okay.
a very, very old Ducati bike from the 80s. But then now moving to Honda, I got the NT 1100. It's good to do many kilometers. But then I asked also to have the XADV, I don't know how to say in English, but it's like this mix between scooter and motorbike.
Okay,
and that's pretty fun. And to move in the city, I'm enjoying a lot. So I would say for the city, this XADV, that you have some space under the seat to put the helmet, and the style of this scooter is so aggressive. You can also lean quite a lot. The chassis is quite good. And for the long trip, I enjoy a lot the Multistrada in the Ducati time.
Fair, that's good answers, I think. So we've got one from Alexandra LG. Can you choose 3 riders in Grand Prix history that you would like to have had as a teammate?
So that's a good question.
As a
Marc
teammate
Marquez,
as
I
well.
think, would have
Okay.
been good to have him in as a teammate because I think it's possible to learn good things from him.
You just missed out on seeing Mark's data at
Yeah.
Ducati, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, when I did the 3 races with Lucio at the end of 2019, I could compare already my lines, compare the one of Marc, and that was interesting. I got Valentino Rossi in mind, but I think it would have been complicated to be a teammate of Valentino because he's so powerful and better maybe have him as a friend than as a teammate. And the 2 guys I enjoy to be with, Brad Binder and Jack Miller. I think they are a good couple in KTM. But yes, that's kind of teammate that are good. I enjoy Jorge. Martin we were also doing well. So
And no
maybe
complaint-
to share more things. To share feelings. Maybe yes, Jack and Brad. And then Mark also, that could be, yeah, I would answer this.
Interesting combos. Okay, so next one is a classic question for riders from Rosie KD. What would you do if you weren't a MotoGP rider? So a
What?
different job if you weren't a
Okay.
rider or a different career.
I've been thinking, and I love sport, so, and the way I like to invest myself, I guess that I could have be good also in sport. I don't know which one, but another sport.
Just something sport.
Not, maybe not a work, yeah. Keep living with the sport, that is maybe a kind of a dream life.
And then from someone with the best username ever, that's like air underscore 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 pair underscore underscore underscore. It makes no sense. But what is your dream that has not been achieved in life so far? Is there anything?
Wow. Being world champion in MotoGP, maybe that would be the ultimate step, but it seems it's a step that would not come, I don't know. Instead, if in 2027 we get a totally different bike.
Maybe, yeah.
When things change, this gives opportunities to get like a magical season, so why not? But a dream, I'm kind of living my dream at the moment, so that's why it's hard to say what dream I can have if I'm already living it. So I would say in the future, get easy life and learn music and play music, enjoying the life of being in a group, moving a bit. Like, yeah, this a little bit artist life, this could be cool.
Okay, that's cool. From Melts02, this is the one where you could decide if you do it. Jojo, can you sing one of your favorite French songs?
Right now?
That's the question.
French song, favorite French song? No, I need...
I know, right?
I could do it, but I would need not
0-0
beer.
Yeah. We thought. So what is one of your favorite French songs then? If you're not going to sing it, can you name one?
I have English songs that are coming to my mind that I would say that can be my favorite song. A
Tell us,
French
tell us.
favorite song. Now I'm playing a new one, but I cannot say it's a favorite, but it depends on the mood also. So, but one of the songs I would put, wow, that brings energy is "Bridge Over Troubled Water," the Simon and Garfunkel. So that
Classic
brings
song.
the end. Yeah, classic, but powerful.
Yeah, I bet also good with the piano, yeah? It's
It's hard on the piano. This one is a gospel style, and that's hard to do.
I can imagine. With the piano, I play the chord based on the guitar chord, and I can't really play and sing at the same time. No. Guitar, no problem, but you're far above. So, what was the best interaction you had with a fan? Is from Gloria JM1701. Have you had any one experience that really stands out?
But when a fan is doing a tattoo of you, that's quite impressive.
That's cool, eh?
Yeah. I have a friend that did the tattoo of number 5, and I know him quite well, so that's funny. But I cannot say he's a fan. He's like a friend and then a fan. I saw on the social media that, yeah, a woman, I think on the arm, she really maybe put my face on the arm. So, wow, that's another thing that, wow. So I would say, yeah, a tattoo of me.
It's quite a commitment, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so final question, and then you can go and enjoy this beautiful Mugello circuit. From Los Bordini, we've translated it. Sorry if you were the question asker. What do you prefer when riding a bike? Bicycle, well, road bicycle or mountain bike?
I like to change, and yeah, on the mountain bike, now I'm doing, I could discover the electric mountain bike, and I'm doing the climbing. It's when I need to keep my heart very low. I'm doing the climbing, so with the heart low, because you have the electric assistance, that is so good. And then, because I could climb a very nice mountain, then I can find
You do the fun bit, right?
Yes, the fun one in the downhill, and that is super cool in mountain bike. But then this, with the road bike, you do more kilometers, and your mind is like, you go in meditation time, and so I like both, and I'm doing both, so that's why I cannot choose one. The road bike will say more in a meditation style, and the mountain bike more for the fun of riding, but you need to do some downhill.
Okay, perfect. I mean, the explanation is better than just the answer, so.
Well, merci.
Thank you very much, Johann. That concludes your latest visit to Last on the Brakes. Thanks so much for talking to us. I hope you have a great Mugello rest of the season and wherever you go from here, and best of luck with Honda and the project. It's really a pleasure to see you enjoying the challenge as well. Thank you.
Alla 5 dovevi scendere.